Most people are one layoff away from disaster. In today's video, we're talking about how prepping isn't just bug out bags and gear, it's financial resilience, smart planning, and staying ahead if your income disappears. If you lost your job tomorrow, what would happen? Would bills go unpaid? What conversations would you dread? Let's get started. Let's start with the foundation, your financial defenses. If your income suddenly disappears, how long can you stay afloat? These 4 steps are the core of protecting your family when things go south. An emergency fund is your first line of defense. It's money set aside that you don't touch unless you absolutely need it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need 6 months of expenses saved right away. I know that for most of us, that's unreasonable. Just start to build something, $100, $300, $500, and go from there. Even that much can stop you from going into debt over a car issue or a utility bill. Keep it somewhere accessible but separate from your main account so you're not tempted to use it. Start cutting expenses now before you're forced to. Don't wait until the layoff notice shows up. Make the hard decisions now while you still have control. Look at every bill and ask if it's essential. Cancel unused subscriptions, switch to cheaper alternatives, and start cooking from home more often. Getting ahead of this gives you more breathing room and helps you stretch your emergency fund if things go wrong. One of the worst things to carry into a layoff is debt. If your paycheck stops, the payments don't. Focus on paying down high-interest debt now and make sure you're always at least hitting the minimums on everything else to avoid penalties. Debt eats away at your emergency fund and your options. The less you owe, the more control you keep. When money's tight, even basic shopping becomes stressful. If you've already built up a stockpile of the essentials, food, water, toiletries, cleaning supplies, even fuel, you're ahead of the game. That's one less weekly expense and one less reason to pull from your emergency fund. Focus on shelf-stable foods your family actually eats, hygiene products you use every day, and anything that disappears fast during a crisis. Now let's talk about earning. If your main paycheck disappears, having other income streams can soften the blow or even carry you through. These aren't just backup plans, they're test runs for financial independence. Start with a simple side hustle while you still have a steady income. This is your chance to experiment without pressure. Try mowing lawns, flipping thrift store finds online, selling baked goods, or even offering a basic service in your neighborhood. The point isn't to make thousands right away, it's to see what you like, what works, and what might scale up if you needed it to. Look at the skills you already have. This might be writing, editing, photography, fixing computers, or even helping someone organize their garage. There are platforms out there that connect freelancers to paying clients, but you can also start by reaching out to your own network. The key is to stop thinking about your job title and start thinking about your skill set. Don't overlook what you can do from home. Remote work isn't just for tech people. You can teach, tutor, create digital products, resell items, or even manage other people's online shops. These income streams take time to build, but they offer flexibility and can eventually become reliable with enough effort. Explore what fits your schedule and interest, then commit to building one thing well. Now let's talk about the system you might have to navigate if you lose your job. This is the bureaucratic side of things: forms, policies, and timelines. I know a lot of preppers are skeptical of social programs, but you pay into them with every paycheck. As long as you're not abusing the system, there's no shame in using them if you need some help. Knowing how it works ahead of time puts you in a much better position if the worst happens. Unemployment benefits vary from state to state, so you need to know your state's process ahead of time. Figure out how to apply, what documents you'll need, how long it takes to start receiving payments, and how much support you can expect. Some people are surprised by how little they get or how long the process takes. Don't let that be you. When your job goes, your health insurance usually goes with it. COBRA is a federal program that lets you keep your existing insurance for a while, but it's expensive. Know what it would cost you, how long it lasts, and whether your state has other health coverage options. Don't wait until someone in your family gets sick to figure this out. If you receive a severance package, learn how it's taxed so you don't blow it all and end up with a surprise bill at tax time. And if you have a 401k, don't panic and cash it out right away. You could lose a big chunk to penalties and taxes. Learn the rollover options and how to protect your retirement savings while you're figuring things out. This next section is all about preparation, not gear, but paperwork, connections, and skills. These are the tools that can get you hired faster and keep your confidence up while you're searching. Make sure you have a current, polished copy of your resume ready to send. Don't wait until you're panicking. Keep it saved in a few places, on your computer, in the cloud, even as a printed copy. Tailored to the kind of job you'd want next, not the one you're leaving. Quietly reconnect with old coworkers, supervisors, and mentors. Just shoot a friendly message. Let them know what you're working on or learning. Don't wait until you're desperate and asking for a job. Rebuild those connections while you still have time and leverage. Look at job listings you'd consider and make note of the skills they require. Then hit YouTube, Coursera, Udemy, whatever fits your learning style. You don't need a new degree. A few targeted courses or certifications can make you more competitive and more confident when it's time to apply. This last section is about mental prep. If the worst happens, you don't want to be making big decisions in a panic. Having a plan, even a basic one, can help you act with a clear head. Imagine it's already happened. You're out of work. What gets canceled first? Which bills get delayed? What expenses can you cut immediately? Who do you need to notify? Run through this day step by step. Write it down. A calm plan made ahead of time can save you from chaos later. Sit down with your spouse or kids and talk through the basics. They don't need every detail, but they should know what a job loss might look like and how the family will handle it. It helps reduce fear and keeps everyone on the same page when things get tough. If the paychecks stop, you may have to call your landlord, your mortgage company, or utility providers. Write out a short script now so you're not fumbling later. Just a few lines explaining the situation and asking about options can go a long way. It's one less thing to figure out in the moment. Losing your job is hard. Not being prepared makes it 10 times worse. Prepping isn't just survival, it's peace of mind. And in a world where layoffs can hit without warning, peace of mind is priceless. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Join the Texan Prepper community by hitting that subscribe button and leave us a comment down below. Keep an eye out every week for another video on emergency preparedness. Stay safe, keep prepping, and I'll see you on the next one.